Hello, Camilo. I'm writing about Noam Chomsky this time. So I just have read something about him on the internet. So with which character did you choose?
I'm writing about Steve Jobs.
Oh, okay, that's amazing. So I'm going to start. Okay, so
Okay.
I just read and heard something about this man. He said Noam Chomsky was an American author, lecturer, linguistic, philosopher, and political commentator. He mentioned Chomsky was a top professor of linguistics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the MIT. He said Chomsky's ideas completely changed teachers' understanding of how we learned languages. He also said Chomsky was well known for his prolific research and publications. He also mentioned Chomsky had cited as a source more often than any other living person.
Okay, interesting. About Steve Jobs, searching on the internet, I found a guy that write like a small biography of Steve Jobs. So he said that Steve had been the co-founder and CEO of Apple Inc. Also, he said that Steve had been former CEO of Pixar Animation Studios. He also said that Steve had been the largest individual shareholder in Walt Disney. This person says that Steve's name has been associated with innovative products like iPod, iTunes, and iPads. By the way, he said that Steve had been much respected corporate leader whose management style is studied worldwide.
Okay, I didn't know about Walt Disney. That's interesting. Well, from my side, this man said Chomsky was born in 1928 in Pennsylvania, USA. He said the young Noam got into writing and politics at a very early age, and when he was 10, he wrote an essay on the threat of fascism during the Spanish Civil War. He also said he was a gifted student and he followed current events very closely. He also said that Chomsky graduated with an MA in philosophy and linguistics.
Okay. So, knowing that information about Noam Chomsky, I have also some information about Steve that is also right by this guy. This guy said that Steve had born in San Francisco in 1955. He said that Steve had become interested in computer when he was a teenager and attended lectures after school at the Hewlett Packard in 1974. On the other hand, he said that Steve had gotten a job as a technician at the video game maker Atari. He also said that Jobs had saved enough money to backpack around the India, and then he had returned to Atari, where he met the Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak.
Okay, that's a lot of information about Steve Jobs. Okay, amazing. Yes. Well, this man mentioned Chomsky received his PhD in linguistics in 1955. His third thesis helped shape today's understanding of what language was and how we all learned so naturally. He mentioned Chomsky joined the teaching staff of MIT in 1955 and has been remaining there to this day. He also said Chomsky had been spending decades there searching and writing on language, psychology, and politics, and had influenced hundreds of researchers and academics.
Okay, talking about the things that Steve Jobs did. Sorry. This guy said that Steve Jobs and Wozniak had founded Apple in 1976. He said that Jobs had persuaded Wozniak to make a computer and to sell it. This person says that they had developed the Mac and that it had been the first small computer with a user-friendly interface to be commercially successful. He also says that Jobs had built the computer on which the World Wide Web, WWW, had been created. On the internet, I found another guy that says that Steve had developed a passion for style and functional perfection, which became Apple trademark.
Okay, that's amazing. Well, finally, this man said Chomsky was a fierce critic of U.S. foreign policy and continually questions the misuse of American power. He said he had strongly opposed all wars from Vietnam to Iraq. He mentioned he was largely shunned by the media in the United States for having been unpatriotic and had been receiving death threats. However, he said he was in high demand for his ideas and speeches around the world.
Wow. So, as a summary, Noam Chomsky was an academic person, and Jobs was more a technological person.
Yes, Chomsky focused on language. I can in that aspect.
Okay, so just to finish, in this website, this guy says that Steve Jobs has also had guided Apple to be a major player in the digital revolution. That means that Apple is top of the state of the art when we talk about technology. But he also said that Jobs' advice for success was you've got to find what you love. Unfortunately, he said that Jobs had died in October of the 2011 at the age of 56. He died 11 years ago.
Okay, I didn't know he was dead. He died at a very young age.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Camilo, for your information.
Okay, Angela. Bye bye.
Bye bye.